Well, top of the morning to you. So today is April 11th, day 25 on the Appalachian Trail. It is Tuesday, and we are going to hike. So yesterday I put in a 21 miles. And like I said, I'm trying to get 20-mile days in now. So we're going to hike again 21 miles. We're going to go from the Stan Murray shelter to the Mountaineer shelter. And it looks like we don't have as much elevation today as we did yesterday. Yesterday I got in late to the shelter. So hopefully with more of the downhill, I'll be able to get a little bit better time. And by late, I mean like 6:45, 6:45. I mean, it's daylight till about 8:15, but still, by all the things you got to do, it takes time to get set up for the night. So it's pretty much like, unpack, cook, eat, set up your sleeping bag, go to bed. But if anything comes up, I'll let you know. So I went to put on my trekking shoes this morning, and someone left me a little food bit inside one of them. Looks like some sort of a chestnut, actually. So you can see the frost on the ground. Pretty chilly last night. That's kind of a cool view. The moon over the mountains. It's probably one of the mountains we came down yesterday. Yeah. You can see the bald over on the right. So when I came to the shelter last night, there's a guy there. His name is Papa Smurf. And super nice guy. And I showed up and he goes, "Oh, I'm going down to get the water." He goes, you need water? And I said, "Yeah, I do." He goes, "Well, hey, I'll fill up your water for you." He goes, "Since I've already eaten and I'm kind of settled in here, and you just got here." So he was a super nice guy. I went and filled up my, Chinook water bladder. And then it's funny, I'm unpacking my food, getting ready to make my dinner. And I said, "Hey, you want a biscotti?" Oh, he was so happy. He loves biscotti, and it was just kind of, if I had a picture of his face when I said, "Hey, you want a biscotti?" He was like in heaven, and he just savored that biscotti. I said, "It's kind of broken up into pieces," but he goes, "Isn't that the way it's supposed to be?" But yeah, so he was a nice guy. So he did 400 miles last year, and then something happened. He had to get off trail, so he's redoing it now. He's actually heading southbound for a little section, and then he's going to the Highlands in Virginia to continue northbound. So I'll catch up with him probably in a couple of weeks, I figure. But anyway, yeah. It really is a wonderful experience, like getting up on a cool, crisp morning. I know it's hard getting out of a nice, warm sleeping bag, but once you're out on the trail and you're hiking, and it's like you get that cool, fresh air coming in, you got these unbelievable, inspiring, awesome views constantly. I mean, you can see them through the trees and stuff, but the mountains, like once you're on the trail, it's like, man, it's great to be alive. How awesome is this, huh? So, I mean, basically on the left and right are those white flowers, and also some lilies, and it's like amazing when they're all in bloom. So behind me is this red barn that is an iconic shelter that used to house many an Appalachian Trail hiker, but now I guess it's deemed not safe to stay in anymore. But I took a blue glaze off to see this. It's not the barn I thought it was with the giant AT symbol, but we'll keep on looking for that one. And there's the iconic red barn down there in the field that I was just at. And you can see where the path goes, up on top of this bald. So this is classic AT. Just when you think you're getting to the highest point of elevation, off in the distance, there's another bald or another mountain that's higher than you are. And you just know that's where the trail's gonna go. But so many times you think like, oh, I'm as high as I can be. But no, you're not. And then of course, you gotta go down before you can go up. I'm telling you, it's so gorgeous, these little white flowers. And you can see all the irises that are intermixed. And once those irises come into bloom, it's gonna be, I mean, it's awesome as it is, but it'll even be more awesome. Okay, so we came down from there. So we can go up there. I wonder what happened to this little guy. Well, we made it. We're on top of Hump Mountain. Now this is what I like to see. A nice downward stretch. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Just so you get a little bit of a basis and perspective for why I feel like I should sing that song. Because it's like I'm on this big grassy hill. So after that singing performance, I figured I better go incognito. Check out that Christmas tree farm down there. Pretty cool. So we're leaving North Carolina. I believe that means we are basically entering Tennessee for good. Because we've been kind of weaving along the North Carolina-Tennessee border. But I think now we're just basically in Tennessee. But I wish the sign would say something. I don't know what kind of snake that is. I should probably find out what a copperhead looks like, because they said there's copperheads on the trail. So I hit it with my trekking pole, and it didn't take off. It kind of coiled up like it was going to attack. So I don't think it's afraid of me. You think these look like marijuana plants? They got the 5 leaves. Let me get out of the sun here. They got the 5 leaves. I don't know. Okay, so this has the 5 leaves, and this does not look like a marijuana plant to me. So I would have to guess no, it is not. What have we here? A beautiful forest flower garden. This is the view from my lunch seat. It's a pretty gnarly but impressive looking tree. This creature's interesting.
Okay. That is true.
Some water striders. This area kind of reminds me of Dad's tree farm, you know, where they have all the trees planted uniformly. As you can see, they're all kind of in rows. We're hiking along this river. I don't know what river it is, but it's pretty swift moving too. Looks like a good river to canoe. So this is Mountaineer Falls.